I think him following me around, though, that's where I was kind of like, okay, like, I don't want to, I feel like that's weird. Like, I don't even feel like I can just drive around and go do anything if I'm being stalked.
Hey, Tuna's exclusive investigation of social media influencers and stars of the secret lives of Mormon wives, Taylor Frankie Paul and her ex Dakota Mortensen. Never before seen body camera video tonight behind us.
That's right, Chief Investigative Reporter Wendy Halloran with her exclusive story. Wendy.
In Utah, law enforcement officers are required by law to make a mandatory arrest if there is probable cause that a protective order has been violated. That's what Dakota Mortensen alleged when he called police for help last month. He said he was being stalked by a private investigator who he believed was hired by his ex, Taylor Frankie Paul, who has previously been convicted of domestic violence against him. As you're about to see, Bluffdale police did not interview Paul and relied on ChatGPT to determine whether what was reported was in fact a crime.
So, what's your name?
Dakota.
Dakota?
June 5th, Bluffdale police officer Chad Cady is responding to a call from Dakota Mortensen and his roommate. They believe Taylor Frankie Paul, who Dakota has an active protective order against, hired a private investigator to stalk Dakota. Dakota explained he is in an ongoing child custody dispute and public dispute with his ex. Both have protective orders against each other.
He's following me all over the place.
Paul is barred by the protective order from directly or indirectly stalking him. Listen closely.
I mean, I know it's for me. I just...
Yeah.
But
No, I guarantee you it is.
Officer Cady questions the man.
just working a case.
PI Christopher Galbraith declines to say who he's surveilling.
I can't answer that.
Yeah, but still can't be stalking and doing that, you know, hanging out in front of people's house and making them feel uncomfortable.
I'm a licensed PI, just doing my job.
Listen to what he says about Dakota.
I'm sure he knows what's going on, but I'm not going to say anything.
Are you here for them?
Well, it could be.
You can't tell us who hired you?
I don't think so.
The individual you followed around in the truck is the one that is listed on the protective order.
I'm going to be here till midnight. That's the job.
Officer Cady muted his microphone, but you can see he's consulting ChatGPT to see if hiring a private investigator is a violation of a protective order. He scrolls through the AI summary.
You won't follow up with me?
If there is something there, yeah, I would.
Bluffdale police went on their way that night. Officer Cady's synopsis says no criminal violations observed during his investigation. The report shows no contact was made with Taylor Frankie Paul. Since the PI declined to disclose who hired him, Bluffdale police were unable to determine if a violation of the protective order occurred. I reached out to Bluffdale police. They declined to speak on camera or issue a written response. This is a recorded call from Corporal Robinson with Bluffdale PD regarding concerns about their investigation and usage of artificial intelligence.
I'm sorry if I didn't read the actual code. We are allowed by policy to use AI. Sometimes you make mistakes and you get things wrong. It happens, right?
You don't seek legal advice from ChatGPT.
Greg Rogers is a retired FBI agent.
Was that appropriate?
No, it couldn't be more inappropriate.
Rogers says officers have sophisticated computer systems in their car, simply typing violation of a protective order on his laptop to pull up Utah criminal code.
Bring up the statute for you. That's an unreliable source of legal research in the first place.
What's more?
You make a bad decision because you consult ChatGPT, somebody really gets hurt hours later. How do you explain that? I made this decision not to do anything because ChatGPT said something. It's inexcusable.
Rogers says guidelines are developing for AI use in policing, but police should not resort to a generative, pre-trained chatbot for vital legal information.
In fairness, in this case, the guidelines are developing.
When it comes to using AI to transcribe recorded interviews and body camera footage, Rogers says officers are required to disclose which program they used and edit the transcript to make sure it's accurate. As far as trying to determine if a crime was committed,
when you make a mistake that's indefensible, which this is, that's a problem.
That's not the only problem in this case. An AI-generated report wrongly claimed the paralegal working for Dakota Mortensen's attorney identified herself as a private investigator working on behalf of Dakota. Bluffdale Police Sergeant Bill Kramer said they could not discuss this case and then it was sent for screening for potential charges. I asked about the usage of AI but got no response. I reached out to Taylor Frankie Paul and her attorneys multiple times, but they have not responded. Heidi, Mark?